Too bad. I can't do this. Without him, he can't.
I'm just saying.
I can't. So either you be quiet.
Isaac,
We're having a conversation.
Let's have a conversation.
Isaac, calm down. You know what?
I can't
Calm down. Calm down.
when I'm trying to explain
Calm
a point to someone.
down. I'm smiling at you. Calm down.
Yeah, just relax.
No,
Calm down. Calm down. You calm until you calm down.
very calm.
Okay. Let me say.
Let me explain to you why I'm disoriented.
Okay, hold on a second.
Because I can't express myself.
You know what?
When I'm trying to finish a point, a guy comes in from the other side.
But the thing is, do you know what he was doing? He was wanted you to read the history because you are not well read about the history, by the way. Because you didn't.
Let's talk about the Ottoman Empire. Jews ruled the country.
They ruled areas. They were ministers. You understand?
They ruled the country. It wasn't their country. It was the Sultan's country.
Okay, fine. Here we go.
No, but there were ministers in the country.
Listen.
Do you know something? The empire, the biggest empire in Spain.
Did Arabs, hold on. Exactly. Do you know the Ottoman, they're Turks. They're not Arabs. Did the Arab rule in the country? We say no. They were under that empire.
Right.
So hold on.
So Jews and Muslims rule.
Isaac, I didn't finish my statement. So the Arabs, they used to be under the Sultan, yes? So and the Sultan, he used Arab ministers, he used Jewish ministers. That's
Why
he
do you belong to the Sultan more than the Jewish Sultan? That's my problem.
Okay, you see, so you have
to the
an
country.
issue with that.
That's yes.
So now here.
That's what I mean with what I'm talking to him. I can't
Let
deal
him
with
finish.
it.
Okay.
I can't
Which? Hold on a
from
second.
one guy to the next.
Which?
I'm going to stand on the
Okay.
side. No, I'm listening because I'm a part of this.
I will add to you, Isaac, please. That's all. Fine, Isaac, let me respond. Hold on, Isaac. Let me finish my statement here. Now the land which was, for example, the Holy Land, which is Jerusalem. Yeah. Now the Muslims, they are entitled to go and visit and go. They are entitled to do that. Yeah. But to settle there, that's something else. It belongs to the people who are living there all the time. So when you are bringing Ashkenazis, Jewish, who come from Europe, and they said, I'm a Jew, I have a right to stay here, this is an issue. Then I will say to you the same response. If Ashkenazi is able to come from Poland and from all this country and to settle in the land of Israel, then why not every single Arab and Muslim can settle there?
I agree to that. I said equally.
Hold on a second. And if we are doing a democratic election, yeah, you will have no point. You will win no any even seat. Do you understand? So that's why we say we go back. The Jews who used to settle there for 1,400 years.
That's morally. I'm talking about
the
morally
Jews.
correct.
I'm saying
the Jews
who
no,
not any Jews. Not any Jews. Not any Christian. Not any. We're talking about those who stayed there for 1,400 years. Stayed there, defend the country. As they said, they looked after their children, the generation after generation, one after another, in this time. Now, when you are bringing another Ashkenazi from all over the world to come to settle in that land, then we'll say, okay, then every single Muslim could travel from every place. Then in that case, it will be too condensed to the extent that the Jews will have no place to stay. Did you get me? So that's why we say
the Muslims overrule Jews.
So that's the point. When you
You're
say
saying that the Muslims are more right than Jews.
But what you are saying, you are not arguing about the Jews who are staying there. The Jews who are staying there, they will see.
Okay, let's start with the beginning. Let's start with the beginning. Does every Jew have a right to the land of Israel? Yeah or no?
Have a right to visit.
No, does have a right to the land?
To visit.
To rule the land? No.
Rule the land, no. Have a right to visit. The same thing.
So
does every Muslim have a right to stay there? Yeah. Does everyone have a right to stay there? I'm asking you. I'll ask the question to you. Yes? Every Muslim. Where are they going to sit? We are 1.8 billion Muslims. Where are they going to stay?
I'm talking about morally.
It will be too difficult. Even now, Muslims, they cannot stay. Even Muslims, they cannot stay in Mecca, which is the holy land for us. They cannot stay because it's going to be too condensed. They cannot settle there. They have a right to visit, or they have to leave because there are people there. It will be too much for them.
So let's start like this. Who should the state of Israel belong to?
It belongs to the Muslims, Jews, Christian who stayed there for 1,000, for 2,000, 4,000 years.
Like it was.
Who stayed there, like it was.
But if you look at this, the Jews had it 2,000 years ago by the temple, then the Christians, then Saladin. So the only reason why the Muslims are today is because of what happened in history.
But we didn't do it. I mean, Muslims, don't blame. Why you kill other people
why does any land belong to anyone?
Tell the government.
Huh?
Either you are living. Are you living? You live in this world. I cannot come here to this country before without a visa. How do you think?
Oh, so you're saying that what you're saying is that not every Jew, only the government, our history, different governments.
People go on living in harmony for 4,000 years.
So fine, no
harmony.
Do you agree?
Jews
so
who
the British,
there,
I don't get
who
you.
settled there,
Yeah,
who
let me
served
finish.
there,
So the
who served
British
the
owned it
country
in
better
19
than all
Who owned the land in 1948? Who governed the land? The British.
The British, yes.
Did they have a right to govern it?
No.
Why not? Did Saladin have a right to govern it 1,000 years ago?
Do you know what
He conquered it from the Christians.
No, Saladin didn't conquer it for himself.
For the Christians.
Not for himself.
What, the Christians conquered it.
What he did?
Lands.
Who he brought back? Okay, Saladin. Did he settle there? No. Where he died in Damascus? Who he brought there? Who he brought? Saladin, what did he brought to Jerusalem?
He ruled the land.
He brought Jews. He
ruled the land.
Hold on a second. Who he brought?
He ruled the land.
Who he brought?
Why did he have, I don't care who he brought, he ruled.
He brought the people. I will tell you who he
Talking
brought. He didn't bring the Muslims, by the way. He brought the Muslims who used to live there before. He brought the Christians who used to live there before.
He ruled it.
And
He
he
had the
brought
power.
the Jews who lived there before and left them to settle there. Did you get it? Did you get it? And he
You're not
said,
listening to my argument. You're just telling me who he ruled. Saladin conquered it and he ruled it. You were talking about now who has right to land. Saladin conquered it and ruled it.
Yes.
Why did he have a right to rule it? If you're telling me it belongs to all of it, it's like America now. Why does America have, there were loads of tribes living in America before all the Spanish came and all the Europeans. Why does Donald Trump have a right to
we
rule
need to
America?
understand the
Because the
motive.
world's very
Okay.
capitalist. It was very
the
capitalist.
motive. The motive.
The world is very
Okay,
capitalist.
hold on.
Countries want to be powerful.
Okay.
They conquer other countries.
The motive.
So you
Okay, let me tell you. The motive of every single person. This is the motive of Saladin. What is his motive?
But why does he?
What is his motive?
That's not my
Hold on a second. What is his motive? When he said that when the British they ruled it, not because their motive was good for the people. Their motive
I'm
is
not
just,
talking about
is
what
just
people want
to
to
establish
moral-
colonization. That's how they wanted to bring colonization to the country. They want to rule it under colonization.
Yes.
They want to take everything
Yeah.
from the country. So that's their motive. When Salah ad-Din came. What he did, he fought who? He fought the
Why
Crusaders.
did he have a right
I'm
to fight
asking-
and take the country? You
Hold
haven't
on a
answered my
second.
question.
Because the Crusaders, they have oppressed other people. And that's why in Islam, for you to know, it is part of Islamic jihad for you to
I
know,
know that.
is to remove
So
oppression. To remove
Why did the
oppression.
Crusaders have a right?
Because they are oppressors.
Who are before the Crusaders?
They were oppressors.
The Jews had it.
No, the Arabs, the Muslims. The Muslims they
That's
had
the
it.
2000s ago the Jews had it.
No.
My point is that throughout history, countries have conquered other countries.
Yeah, but that's wrong. In the Jews in the beginning when they had it. I will tell you, I'll answer you. I'm not here to back, listen.
We had about the temple.
Listen.
Since the destruction,
Isaac,
the
Isaac.
Romans came
I'm
in
not
and they
here to
walked
bite
out.
my tongue against the truth. Listen, the Jews when they were believers, I believe we believe in the Quran, and when they were believers, when they were righteous followers of Moses, peace be upon him, yeah, they had God give them the right to stay there, and that's how it is. So they
Now,
came
the
and
Romans came and destroyed it.
Hold on a second.
What gave the
And
Romans the right?
Romans are criminals.
Oh, the criminals.
Yeah.
So
You see how
throughout from the
you see
Jews,
how
from when the Jews had it and allowed.
So
them,
some people are
Why?
criminals, some people are good. So when that's the motive. So the motive of Salah ad-Din, by the way, and even the Muslims when they ruled it.
It wasn't his country. It wasn't Saladin's country.
You are
You're not-
interrupting me.
You're
now.
You're not listening.
You're
I'm
not
listening. I don't care what his motive was.
Hold
My
on a
motive
second.
is to steal Regent's Park and make a refugee camp here. But it's not mine to do that.
Isaac. Okay, calm down again. Now going back.
You're not.
Okay, now
What?
after
I'm asking you a question.
before Salah ad-Din, before Salah ad-Din, before Salah ad-Din came, by the way, for you to know, before Salah ad-Din came, the Muslim ruled that. How? I will tell you how.
But before the Muslims,
I will tell you how.
the Jews did.
No, I will tell you how they ruled it.
But before the Muslims, the Jews
I'm
did.
not just let me speak. Please.
fine,
Let me speak. I mean, you're very jumpy. Just hold on a second. They say in English, hold your horses. So anyway, so what they have done before that, during the time of Umar al-Khattab, second Khalif of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after the Prophet died, the Christians, the Jews, the people who settled there in Jerusalem, they wrote to him, and they wrote to him first. So he entered without any fighting, no. And then they wrote to him, and he gave them as well. He gave them something called Ahd al-Amr, which means Umar covenant. Like he gave them a covenant, an agreement between Muslim leader, Christians.
The reason we're
It's our ego won't allow us to.
No, I don't want to die! So we won't leave.
And in between, you've got a couple of small people that come along and come on,
Let's get there. No, I don't want to die. And that's the human being thing. He's a cunt. And every other creature has left, except us. Biggest egotistic wankers. See, no one will say it. No one will say it. It becomes so clear.
I don't know. What are your opinion on the Alpha Omega?
okay, by their own admission. Jesus.